Man, it's crazy. I just try to go live on Facebook, y'all. They talking about my connection, but I hop straight on YouTube and we live. You hear me? It's cool though. I need to start hopping on this platform anyway. Facts. But the title of this live is Witches Eats or Uber Eats. I know y'all like, damn, you got Uber Eat title, but it say Witches Eat. We gonna dive into that. We gonna dive into that today. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful day outside. Before we jump into it, everybody know, get on the right frequency. Clear skies today, y'all. It's looking good. Yeah. Before we get to it, let me get to it. What we do on this channel, man. We get elevated, enlightened. Ancestor said, let's bring it to the YouTube channel. That's cool. So if you ain't watching this right now, you coming back to it, hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button for me. If you like hearing real shit, hit that like button. I'm talking about real truth, esoteric shit. Yeah, we gonna talk about these vampires, y'all. And these witches and demonic forces, demonic spirits, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, I like smoking leaves, y'all. That's me. But yeah, we're gonna talk about these witches, and these vampires, demonic spirits, or whatever you want to call them. They all the same shit. If they doing it for the bad, it's all the same. But when you hear the word vampire, you think of like Twilight, or you know what they show you in the movies, the blood-sucking vampires. But it get deeper than that, y'all. It's vampires out here. They don't even gotta suck your blood, or scratch you, or bite you, or anything like that. There's some vampires out here that are not what they call unliving. It's just what it is. We can't get caught up in what we seeing on the TVs, on the televisions. Because they can put anything on there. But it is truth in there. Let me say that. You just gotta know what's what in this shit, y'all. You gotta know what's what in this shit. Nah, for real. And back to these witches. Now, in the town we live in, we got good witches out here, but we talking about the origin of how they started, where it all come from. Cause us carbonated beings, we didn't call ourselves witches and warlocks and stuff like that. We was just gods and goddesses. That's what it was. That's what it is. But these witches are also these demonic forces. But when we hear that word, when we hear the word witches, we think about, the lady on the broom with the hat. Them are real though. I'm gonna say that. But it's more than that. It's more than just a lady putting the herbs in the pipe, making potions, riding the broom across the moon. You hear me? Putting the potions in the bowl and all that. But we got the laptop today, so I can kind of bring this shit to the light to y'all. So it ain't like I'm just talking on here. So y'all can kind of connect from where I'm coming from, and I can connect the dots with y'all. And that's how we do it. Uber Eats, Vampire Eats, Witches Eats, All Eats. Can I pull a picture up on here? Nah, they ain't coming like that on here. But that's cool though. That's cool too. Gotta make sure that thing right before we dive in this motherfucking lecture, man, or this live, this presentation, this download, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, man. Smoke them leaves, man. Which is still a part of nature. It's just a leaf, you know? Yeah. Ether looking good, sun out today. I'm usually out here with my shirt off, y'all, but y'all, I'm on that frequency today. You hear me? We just gonna say that. Yeah. Matter of fact, I could let y'all hear my shit before we start up. Get y'all on the right frequency. This for the goddesses, you know what I'm saying? If I can find it, y'all, let's see. Yeah, man, I be dropping them hits too. Stay tuned in, y'all. Don't go nowhere. I just want to see if I can play something before we dive in this lecture, man. I gotta let these thoughts unravel before we talk about this shit. You dig? This shit deep, y'all. And it get even deeper than what I'm telling y'all. Know that. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, opposite. I'm tripping. Hey, yeah, man. This for all the goddesses out there, man. I ain't putting nothing out yet, but it will be coming out soon, y'all. If y'all fuck with it, man, subscribe. I might drop something on this channel. You know what I'm saying? For all the black queens out there. Peace, God. This is for the goddesses, not for the narcissists. Black women always been on top, not the opposite. Brown skin, new I'm melon, gone ahead and pop your shit. I like it when you rock it natural, not the opposite. This is for the goddesses, not for the narcissists. Black women always been on top, not the opposite. Brown skin, new I'm melon, gone ahead and pop your shit. I like it when you rock it natural, not the opposite. That's y'all gonna get is the chorus, man. If y'all fucking with it, man, it's coming to you soon. I can't give y'all the whole song. But what that boy say, this is for the goddesses. Y'all know who y'all is, black queens out there. Peace, goddesses. Not for the narcissists. Y'all know what them narcissists is. They're controlling energy. Try to sabotage who you really is and what you try to become. This is for the goddesses and not for the narcissists. Black women always been on top, not the opposite. You gotta know black women always been on top. Women in general, you know what I'm saying? Cause especially in Christianity, it's always God, Father, Son, or Holy Spirit, whatever. Truth of the matter is, Most High is woman. We come from feminine energy, creation, dark matter energy. But that's a whole nother lecture though. We talking about these motherfucking witches and these vampires, y'all. Uber Eats. I gotta stay on the swivel on my side, y'all. I got my son with me outside. If you at home ain't doing nothing, get outside. No matter what your complexion is, you gotta get used to the sun, family. It's gonna be a hot one. Hot one. Alright. Finna dive into this shit right here, man. Alright. Vampires. Well, first, let's focus on etymology. If you don't know what etymology is, you can go look it up. But basically, it's just the origin of words, or what words used to mean at a point in time until that was changed. And I got the laptop with me right now, so y'all finna see what's going on around here. So let me show y'all some shit right quick. Alright, etymology of vampires. Hold on, make sure y'all can see. See that, y'all? The word vampire comes from Uber. So that's why this live is named Uber Eats. And what does Uber mean? Witch. This was from the 18th century. Uber means witch, y'all. So now it makes sense. It only makes sense that they came out with Uber Eats. And if I ain't mistaken, that was the first service where they bring you your food. Then they start coming with all this DoorDash and all that other shit. But it's all the same thing. Uber Eats, Witches Eats, Vampires Eats. And since we talking about Uber Eats, we gotta know that some of these people that are bringing you your food are not even real people. You gotta really think about that. Some of these people just bots in the matrix. I don't know what's going on. Some people are real deal bots in sentient programs. Witches, Ubers, vampires. And like I said, we gotta lose the whole concept of vampires being what you see on movies and TV. Or just blood sucking, biting you in the neck and all that type of shit. It's more than that, y'all. And we're gonna talk about it, because like I said, it's more than that, y'all. It's multiple type of vampires. But now that we know what vampire actually means, and if y'all don't know what etymology is, it's the origin of words. So, what is vampire? Witch, Uber, or Uber, witch. And they know a lot of people are unaware of etymology or words. Like, people don't think it matter. But the English language is full of etymology and entendres and trickology and all that, all type of spells and witchcraft and shit. So to know what's really going on around you, you gotta start getting into etymology. Cause like they say, the truth be right there in our face. Now the truth pulling up to your house with your food. And before we dive deep into it, another thing, even if we is talking about the whole concept of how vampires eat meat, drink blood, and all that, think about the type of foods that you're getting on DoorDash. Most of the foods at the fast food restaurants, you look at their logos, they keep you in a root chakra or sacral chakra frequency. Some maybe in the solar plexus, but them all lower frequencies, lower aspects, lower chakras. Like, it's real rare that you finna get on there and buy some fruits and vegetables. Cause I know me personally, I don't want nobody picking up my fruits or my vegetables. And I'm gonna just be honest with that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So not only is you probably got vampires serving you, but shit, even if it's not going on, they're trying to turn you into a vampire. Because if you eat meat, or let's just call it what it is, if you eating dead flesh, Dead flesh. Flesh. Animals. You are considered what they call a vampire. And that's the whole thing about Uber Eats or Vampire Eats. And these are all like demonic forces, vampires and witches and stuff, like I said. But we ain't talking about the foods. We're gonna break down these vampires. Okay, so where did the word vampire or concept originate from? Let's see. Because you know, they colonized everything, y'all. They started all this shit. Okay, it says the concept of vampires as an undead creature inflicting harm originated in Eastern Europe, specifically in Bulgaria. Okay, so check this out. The concept of a vampire as an undead creature inflicting harm. So peep this out, y'all. Vampires, like what they just said, undead creatures. You gotta know spirits and souls are everywhere. So that's what they talking about when they say the undead. You hear me? So it can be anybody in your family. These are just the words that they using, y'all. It can be anybody, spirit or soul, human being, god or goddess. They just focus on that part. That's what they say a vampire is. That's what the concept is. Let's look at it again. The concept of a vampire is an undead creature. And if you know, like I know, we extraterrestrials, we creatures. Everybody, we all different species. There's multiple species on this planet. And then on top of that, they say it originated in Eastern Europe. We know the Europeans and Hispanics, the ones that took over this shit and colonized this shit. And they the ones still controlling this shit and sending these demonic forces out. They the ones who own Uber Eats, y'all. Come on. Exactly. Who own Uber Eats? Or Vampire Eats, or Witches Eats, whatever you want to call it. What you doing, man? My bad, had to check on my son. He be moving. That's why I'm outside. He like being outside, which is cool. I don't stop him. Well, yeah, that's where the whole concept of vampires come from, yeah. Yeah, we breaking this shit down. We got the laptop today, so y'all can see. Grasp this shit in your soul. You hear me, family? Cause this world is more than what you think it is. And man, this shit get very much deeper than what I'm talking about. And I say that for a reason, especially if you're a carbonated being. Just imagine how deep you are, how much information they gotta hide. Okay, so where did vampires first originate? Well, we already know it's in Eastern Europe, but let's just get another look. Perception or definition on it, interpretation. Vampires properly originated in folklore were widely reported from Eastern Europe in the late 17th and 18th centuries. Y'all see that? So, bam. If y'all know what the 18th century was, 17th century was, this was after we was colonized and all that, all the cities built up, and we still at war with these folks before that was going on and after this was going on. And it's duality in everything, But we speaking on what they got going, basically. You know what I'm saying? Cause this, man, like I said, y'all, it's more than just blood sucking, you know? You gotta be aware of your energies. These vampires around you every day. Especially if you ain't aware or you don't know how to keep them away. Some of us can be around and we know how to manipulate the energy. We just aware. If you on that frequency, if your pineal gland is open, your third eye, okay. So when you look up on Google the different type of vampires, they're gonna give you 19 of them. But like I said, it's more than that, y'all. It get deeper than that. Hold on, y'all, one sec.
Shut up. I'm talking.
My bad, had to grab son, y'all. He be moving. Y'all know how it is with these kids, man. Y'all know how it is. Can't sit down 2 seconds. I'm trying to get this video where I get these downloads, but I gotta stay on a swivel, you know. But I don't mind being outside anyway. It's cool with me. Mm. Why I channel this energy, you know what I'm saying? Blow on this precious canis. Blow on this ether, you know? Because weed is not a drug. Let me remind y'all. Some of y'all forgot this was a spiritual tool. Yeah, that's why when you hit it, your mind open up. It was designed to do that. Yeah. Hold on, let me see where he at. Let me check one more time. We finna tap in with these vampires though. Like I said, it's 19. 19 on reflections. But y'all know it's more than that. You know what I'm saying? But it's enough for y'all to grasp it and understand what's around y'all. Some forces you can't see if you ain't tapped in. Some you can. Some in the physical you might not be able to see if you ain't tapped in. Now if you don't get that, might be a little too deep for you. Might be too deep for you. We finna dive back into it, y'all. My bad. I know I be getting off track, but it's cool though. If you watching me, you come on, man. You want this information. You don't need it. You want it. And I say that humbly because you already know this. It's already inside of you. I'm just giving you the download to put in your system to make you more aware. And this ain't to put you in no fear. Gods, goddesses, human beings. This is just for awareness purposes. Let me say that. Get that on, son. Had to check on son again. I ain't gonna have to keep saying it. This is my disclaimer, man. It's just a black guy expressing my thoughts, my opinions. If you don't think it's real, it don't matter. You can just leave. Let me say what I gotta say. Point blank, period. Alright. I'm trying to get this gas properly fired up. Y'all know how it is when you're outside. It's wind on 9 right now. I appreciate it. Peace, wind. Yeah, I gotta thank the elements when y'all come outside. You know what I'm saying? Gotta thank the trees, thank nature, thank the plants, animals, insects, the sun, the wind, water, fire, Mother Gaia, or Earth, whatever you wanna call it. I don't like to say Earth, but that's a whole nother video. Gotta thank these spiritual forces. They are you, family, especially if you're a carbonated being. You are nature, know that. Alright, my bad. That was my last time. I ain't gonna keep holding y'all long, like I said. I'm outside with my son and he in number 2 of their years, so you know how that go. They on the move, y'all. So I gotta, my bad if I'm walking off and coming back. Don't click off the live. I'm still here. We finna dive into it. Alright, this the list right here though, y'all. So as y'all can see, there's many types of vampires. All of them got their own features and what they do and whatnot. But we gonna focus on this one right here. Striga. So y'all can see. Striga. Let's get a pronunciation on it so y'all can hear.
Striga.
Striga. Striga. Okay. So we gonna be looking on Wikipedia. This day shit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? What they give us. You know, everything ain't 100%. But we need to know what a striga is. And it's a whole concept of strigas is like the witches you see on TV. You know, the old lady or the wicked witch riding on the broom with the black cat, you know, mixing her potions and all that. So we dive to that one for a reason, because I just want to show y'all like what we used to seeing when we say witches, or the bad witches, the evil ones. Okay, so you can Google Striggers, and like as y'all can see, like they say, it's like an old lady. Sometimes she wear the cape, you know. Give y'all a good picture on it. Okay, we just gonna go with like this one. As y'all can see, old lady, kind of disfigured face, you know, with the hood on. I don't think that's a good picture. I want y'all to get like a body pic, you know. Or better yet, something like that. But we know they don't be blue like that, y'all. But y'all get the picture though of a strigger. It's like the old lady, you know, the witches y'all see on TV. Or when you hear the word witch. So let's look at what a strigger is, because we're going to go through them, y'all. Like I said, this shit get deep, man. Okay. Here it says. Let's pull it up. A strigger. Y'all heard the word? Let's hear it again.
Strigger.
Strigger is a vampiric witch. So y'all hear that? So vampires and witches go hand in hand. They all the same, like I said. A vampire witch. In Alabamian mythology and folklore, that sucks blood of infants. That sucks blood of infants at night while they sleep, and then turns into flying insects, traditionally a moth fly or a bee. A strigger, only the strigger herself could cure those she had drained. So I just wanted y'all to pay attention to that part. And we know, like I said, when you see witches and all that, they do the potions and all that. Like this, it's real. Look at the Walgreens signs. This witchcraft. But come on, y'all, look what I just said. A vampiric witch that sucks blood of infants at night while they sleep, and then turns into a flying insect. Man, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. How many times you went to bed, you know wasn't nothing in your house, you probably ain't even been outside, you got the air on and all that, and you wake up, damn, it's a fly in the house. You know what I'm saying? Where did it come from? Because like I said, it get deep. It's more than just for infants. They got shit for adults too. But let who has eyes see clearly. If you on this frequency, you can understand where I'm coming from. So let's talk more about these witches and vampires or demonic spirits. Because they are the same, y'all. They are the same. Alright, we're going to talk more about the vampires. Or when you hear the word vampire, like most vampires we know on TV. First one on that list, they got Count Dracula. I'm pretty sure everybody familiar with him. I really don't even have to go to that. But they saying basically he was the first original vampire. Okay, so it reads, Count Dracula is the title character of Bram Stoker's 1897 gothic horror novel Dracula. He is considered the prototypical, you know, well, I mean, come on now. Y'all know that words and all this shit. Archetypal vampire in subsequent works of fiction. Aspects of the character are believed by some to have inspired by the 15th century. Okay, but that ain't the important part. That ain't really what I want to read to y'all. Let's just look at his characteristics. And it's really because I'm trying to hold this camera and trying to read. I don't know if I want to read from the actual screen or look through the camera and read. I know that might sound confusing, but it's hey, if you know, you know. But yeah, though, y'all, like I can read on a whole nother level. Don't play with it. I read books, you know what I'm saying, at least like 3 times a week. I'm just high, just high. Alright, anyway, Count Dracula, characteristics. Although, hold on. Let me find the part I want to point out. Because I don't want to sit here and read all this shit. Y'all can go back and read some of this on your own. 1 second. See, I ain't read all this shit, y'all. It's just so many. You got to, go back to the points that you want to go to. But we're just going to point some of them out. Because everybody, we pretty much know Count Dracula. So we ain't got to dive too deep in him. You know what I'm saying? Shape-shifting, vampirism, bloodletting, vampire's baptism of blood. And they said up here, somewhere in here, that here it go right here. Count Dracula is portrayed in the novel using many different supernatural abilities and is believed to have gained his abilities through dealings with the devil. I'm not even gonna read the rest. So we know all these demonic forces and who they work for. You know what I'm saying? We know. Even if we talking about Uber, who own Uber? And who own them? And then who own them? And keep going on down the line. Same thing with these spiritual forces. They're working for the same people, y'all. But like I say, Count Dracula is believed to have gained his abilities through dealings with the devil. So that means after he got his dealing where the devil gave him a deal, or saving, Zeus, whatever you want to call him, gave him something he had to do, Dracula do it. Now Dracula gets stronger, more abilities. And it's the same thing with this world, but they give you fame, money, material things. That's what's going on in this world. A whole lot of material shit. When you look around, it's just material shit. But it get deep. Let's keep going, y'all. Let's keep going, y'all. Man, I gotta get outside, man. Yeah, I gotta get outside. All right, next on the list. Like I said, some of these names I forgot how to pronounce them, so we're just gonna pull up the speech so y'all can know. Dampier. You hear that? Dampier. Dampier. All right. So this the next vampire on the list, y'all. It say in Balkans folklore, a Dampier is a mythical creature that is a result of union between a vampire and a human. The union is usually between male vampires and female humans, which with stories of female vampires mating with male humans are being rare. Alright, so let me explain what they're saying. How many of y'all seen what's it called? Twilight? It's just like that. The vampire on there, he was a male. The woman he wanted, was a woman. Shouts out to the human beings, man. Y'all know I love y'all, but they whitewash everything. Why does the man need the woman? Like I told y'all in the beginning of the video, women always been on top. And if you know, it's the black woman holds all the keys. Let me say that because it's multiple things. Mitochondria, DEA, the chromosomes. You know what I'm saying? That dark matter energy. You know what I'm saying? Woman is basically like the cycle of life. They hold that power. But that's why women get targeted so easy and they don't know who they are in this world. But that's the whole concept of it. And what's the name of this vampire? Hold on. Let's look at it again.
Dampier.
Dampier. Dampier. So this really ain't got nothing to do with no blood sucking or none of that. This is just a union between a human female or god, or goddess, and a vampire, a male vampire. All right, and let's just look at that powers, and we gonna roll to the next one. It said legends state that Dampiers were for the most part normal members of the community, but Dampiers, especially male of pardon of vampire descent, could see invisible vampires and practice sorcery, often starting careers as vampire hunters, which which would practice for generations from rather to according to the legend. Okay. That's all y'all need to see, that first sentence. Like I said, y'all, I'm trying to read this shit from the camera, through the camera. Like y'all see, I'm trying to. But so let's reread that first sentence because that's the important part. Legends state that Dampiers were for the most part normal members of the community, but Dampiers, especially male of, what they say? Y'all hear me out, y'all know the word, vampire descent, could see invisible vampires and practice sorcery, often starting careers as vampire hunters. So, like, so that's what a vampire, a Dampier really is. You know what I'm saying? That's the human part, or the goddess, or whatever part you want to say. Because, like, we done seen many movies where it's always the vampires the werewolves and the vampire hunters. So them would be like your peers, the vampire hunters. But some, they end up mating with them. You know how it is. I can't explain what movie or what show, but sometimes it always be that one out the group, y'all. Y'all know how it is. Like, uh, the one that be in the family growing up with the vampire hunters, and then all of a sudden she fall in love with the vampire, and one of the vampires on their side, he trying to. Y'all know how it go, man. Come on, man. That's how this lined up right there. Hey, leave that alone, man. So yeah, that's what your damn periods are, and we gonna roll to the next one. We gonna roll to the next one. All right.
Moroi.
Moroi is the next vampire, y'all. Moroi. Say it one more time. Cause I want y'all to get the right pronunciation. I don't want y'all coming to me, oh, it's this, it's that. Well, you can go look it up. And I'm finna let her say it for you.
Moroi.
Moroi. Moroi. Yeah, I'm down south, man. Some of these words we just say how we say it. I'm from Memphis. Y'all need to know that. Okay. All right. But let's dive into it. I got y'all sitting up on this little thing. I think you put oil in that motherfucker, or oil used to be in it. So yeah, that's the yellow thing y'all seeing when I'm turning my camera back and forth. Moroi. Matter of fact, let me read it first, and then I'm gonna turn the camera so y'all can see it. Cause y'all ain't finna be nah. Y'all ain't finna try me on this reading shit, man. I do this shit now. Like I said, I'm on trying to stay on P's and Q's, and trying to get this out to y'all at the same time. So please, come on now. Y'all gotta know at the same time. I ain't get to finish it. Y'all gotta know at the same time, English is a dumbed down language anyway. We got them in alphabetic system, you know what I'm saying? So fuck how you pronounce their words anyway. That's how I feel, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Give us our original language, you know what I'm saying? Sounds and clicks where we can move shit with words. I mean, not words, vibrations. But that's all words is, y'all. So who matters if I'm saying it right? The whole word might have another meaning. We just looked at it. Etymology. All right. Hold on. Before we talk about the Mori, I need to show y'all what a damn period is, so y'all can get a concept of what these energies look like. Everybody know what Count Dracula look like. I ain't gotta pull up no picture of him. And basically, this what y'all get right here. Like, as y'all can see, human being like, well, they showing y'all female human being. You know what I'm saying? She look like a warrior type, vampire hunter. You know. Look at that right there. See right there, they got her as a vampire, but she's supposed to be human. But they're vampire hunters. So now y'all got the imagery of how they look. So we're moving back to the other vampire, or the Ubers. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even gotta call them vampires no more. We know what they mean. They Ubers or witches. You know, they just call them what they is. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say now. Like we ain't giving them that type of power. Y'all Ubers. God damn it. All right.
Moroi.
Moroy. I probably said that wrong before I was put the pronunciation on. But yeah, I'm Moroy. Side niggas vampire, y'all. Let me find out what I want to point out before I read it. You know, they got all types of shit on here. Like I said, you can always go back. Just in case I said something wrong or you feel like I ain't pointing out what you needed to hear. But a Moroi is a type of vampire or ghost. In Romanian folklore, a female Moroi is called a Moroica. In some versions, a Moroi is a phantom of a dead person which leaves the grave to draw energy from the living. This one right here was key. This one right here was key. I'm gonna let y'all see it at what I just read. Moroi is a type of vampire or ghost in Romanian folklore. A female Moroi is called a, I probably pronounced it wrong, but y'all see. In some versions, a Moroi is a phantom of a dead person which leaves the grave to draw energy from the living. Energy vampire, energy Uber. That's what it sounds like to me. You know what I'm saying? The spirit of a ghost person, of a dead person, coming to draw energy. Because when you draw something, you pulling it. You know what I'm saying? To draw energy from the living. Who has energy? Us carbonated beings. You know what I'm saying? So these spiritual forces, these demonic forces, they trying to come draw energy from us. We the ones with the soul and spirit. Now I ain't knocking the human being race. I ain't knocking the human being race. But shit, like I say, man, you know what I'm saying? And peace to them too, y'all. Because the ones that's vibrating high, like I said, they will be granted their soul. And I love my human beings long as I love my human beings that's loving us. Put it like that. The ones that's vibing high. The ones that love nature, love animals, not just their dogs. Yeah. It said Mori is often associated with other figures in Roman folklore, such as Strigoi, another type of vampire, werewolf. So, vampires, werewolves, witches all go hand in hand. Get back here, little boy. They all go hand in hand, fam. Let me let y'all look at it. Right here. Yeah, I see that. Mori is often associated with other figures in Romanian folklore, such as Strigoi. Excuse me. Another type of vampire. See that? In parentheses, vampire. I mean, werewolf. Hold on. Ty, what are you doing, man? And if y'all know anything about eugenics, you can go back and look up how these werewolves even came about. And they go two ways, you know. Your dogs that you see, some of your dogs not regular dogs. You know, dogs that howl, werewolves that howl. Human beings at one point in time they used to have fur. You know, they made with animal DNA. So werewolves, witches, Ubers. That's what we're gonna call them. We're gonna call them what they is, y'all. Ubers. Ubers, witches, vampires, werewolves, demonic spirits, whatever you want to call them. All the same shit. But we just bringing it to the forefront. Let's move to the next vampire. Let's move to the next one. And if I ain't mistaken, this one is called succubus. A lot of us probably ain't heard of this one. And another thing, we see a lot of these succubus. If you down south, you probably say succubus, like me. Fuck you saying succubus. The motherfucker say SUCC. How's it succubus? Anyway, like I was saying, yeah, a lot of these creatures, demons, witches, ubers, they show them on TV, and you can like when you look them up, I'll show y'all. When you look half of this shit up, they'll show you like what TV shows they done showed them on. Each one of them don't say that though. But alright, a succubus. And like I said, as we've been succubus. Yeah. Hold on. Succubus. Hold on, before we do that though, y'all gotta see what a Mori is. We gotta get the image. And what was a Mori? That's what we call the energy vampire. So let's get a picture on it. And you really don't even need no picture for these. Cause like they're just showing y'all regular vampires. Like that's kind of why I skipped it though. And I basically just, like I said, spirits of dead people. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't gotta look like this or what they're showing you. Don't get caught up with what's on Google anyway. I'm just using this as a reference to try to like connect the dots. So, like I said, more is just a ghost or spirit of a dead person, stealing energy from the living. The succubus. Let's look up what that is. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. You gotta know what's fake is real, what's real is fake. That's why we sitting here talking about this. Why this matter? Because these type of forces are around you every day. This is this. You gotta see past the illusion. That's all I can say. Alright. Okay. Succubus. Let's hear it again, y'all.
Succubus.
Succubus. Succubus. A succubus. Hold on, I gotta keep up with the time too. You know what I'm saying? See, I don't even believe in time, but I gotta keep up with it for a little. Keep up with it today. You know. But I need to get through this download too, so y'all can. We need to go and get through it, so y'all can know what's around y'all. And they get deeper than this. There's more vampires than I'm showing y'all, or than they showing y'all. Like I said, most of the ones we talking about, you ain't heard nothing about no blood sucking yet. Nobody getting bit. It's just spirits, entities, souls, you know? It ain't just the human beings. We got disembodied souls. It goes like it's duality in everything. We got gods and goddesses out here that was on the other side. And, you know, they out here working with the devil or Satan, Zeus and his army. Succubus. Let's talk about this. Is a demon or a supernatural entity in folklore in female form that appears in dreams to seduce men, usually through sexual activity. Sex demon is what we call them now, right? But let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. Succubus, ready to suck your ass up, suck you dry. You hear me? Man, y'all better watch out there, man. Hey, look. If you ain't aware of your dreams, man, stop smoking 3 hours before you go to bed. Start eating your berries, blueberries, blackberries. Cause, yeah, man, all this wet dream shit, man. Look, we've been living under their lives for a while. It's time to break this shit down, y'all. Succubus men, watch out. They ready to suck your bus. Nah, y'all didn't catch shit. They ready to suck your bus. Nah, y'all didn't catch that out there. But yeah, though, man, let's read that again, because y'all probably think I'm just talking out here, man. Let's talk about these demons, man. And they supernatural and all that shit, man. Look, this shit is natural. Because let me break this down before we read it. You know what I'm saying? We are not the body. This is just a vessel. The spirit and soul lies behind this vessel. The spirit and soul lives forever. Well, the soul does especially. But anyway, man, yeah. Succubus, man. Get your aura right, man. Some of these females, man, y'all here. It look good on the inside, but it look good on the outside, but on the inside, she might be a succubus. That's what we finna call her, man. And no, shouts out to the goddesses, though, man, because all the goddesses, y'all vibing high. You know what I'm saying? But all the women out there, I ain't aware of who they are. letting these forces get upon them, because it go both ways. Just like these forces get upon men, like these succubus. So be it. Hey, we ain't call them thoughts and the hoes and bitches though, bang. Some of them succubus. Succubus. Let's hear it again, y'all. Hold on.
Succubus.
Succubus. Yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta watch out for them succubus. Succubus. They gonna sock your bus all the way up. I'm trying to tell you. If your ass ain't on your P's and Q's, they ready to sock your bus. Sock. Y'all know what I'm saying. Well, we finna talk about it. I just had to get another one in rotation. You know what I'm saying? Talk about these succubuses. Succubus. But like, hold on. Let's get the definition again. While I roll up, we get deep, y'all. Like, these names we hearing, some of us ain't familiar with them. We just call them different things. But like I said, we connecting the dots. Succubus. What I just said it was called. What's the modern day word? Sex demon. Yeah. Yeah, and they get deep. They got them for women too, y'all. It don't go for men. This is the one we talking about right now. Succubus. Man, you can't just be, man, you hear me? That ain't a god. I mean, that ain't a goddess fan. That's a succubus. That ain't no human being. That's a succubus. And they might not be that in the physical, but like, people have these entities attached onto them to get to you. You hear me? But y'all hear me out there. People really did have demons latched on to them if they unaware of it or not on their shit as a spiritual person. Because if you unaware of this type of stuff, this spiritual warfare, you are just another vessel for these entities to use. And that's another reason why we talking about it, fam. Get yourself together out here, man. I gotta get shit more on the up and up too. Cause think about it. We out here looking for the next person, the next flesh, the next body. Yeah, it's people out here doing wrong too. I ain't gonna discredit that. But what I am gonna say is, you got these forces working. You got people controlling these forces. Cause we gonna talk about that too. He's in here too. Like, yeah, you got people controlling these forces too, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, man, like I said, watch out for them succubuses coming in your dreams, having sex with you. Now you waking up, you know, what they call morning wood, and well, that ain't where they come from, but you know, that ain't where that word come from, but morning wood and, you know, wet dreams and all that. Like, come on, man. Half of us don't even remember what I don't even like to say dream, because we just really in the astrals traveling. That's all we really doing. And our souls get bleached when we come back here under this light cold lockdown. Like I said, the spirit and soul forever live. So that's what happened when you what they call sleep. But half of us don't even remember what we dream about. Let's just use that word. So you wouldn't even know if a succubus came to you or not. I'm diving deeper in this shit. I'm becoming more aware of my dreams and my reality here. Cause it's all just astral projection. That's all it is. Even when you meditate, that's all it is. The spirit and the soul leaving the avatar. When you meditate, you just more aware of it, more of an awoke state. But yeah, a lot of us won't remember our dreams anyway. And to be honest with y'all, there's shit going on in the physical and in the spiritual. That's what they mean, the spiritual warfare. A lot of us going to war with these folks or doing other shit in the cosmos. Not just here, especially if you're a carbonated being, multi-dimensional being. My bad, y'all. Phone look, it don't look as bright as it did. But let's dive back into it, man. It's these succubus. Like I said, a female form that appears in dreams to seduce men, usually through sexual activity. Here you go, right here, y'all. According to religious tradition, a succubus needs semen to survive. Hold on. What, according to religious tradition, now, if you're religious, I don't believe, well, I ain't gonna say I don't believe in, I don't practice their religions. I know people that still do. So, my bad, y'all. We might have to do a part two. And man, shit get deep. It be a lot to talk about, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully we get all of them out before this phone die. I'm gonna save this video and we can just come back to it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button if y'all liking this shit. You know what I'm saying? We bringing truth to the light. Real talk. But it say according to religious tradition. A lot of y'all listen to y'all religious beliefs. So listen to what they're saying. A succubus needs semen to survive. Repeated sexual activity with a succubus will result in a bond being formed between the succubus and the man. And a succubus cannot drain or harm the man with a womb she is having with whom she is having intercourse. In modern representations, a succubus is often depicted as a beautiful, seductive, rather than as demonic or frightening. The male counterpart to the succubus is the incubus. Okay, now, a lot of that probably went over y'all head, but let me break this down. And y'all can go back and look at it. But they said she needs semen to survive and repeated sexual activity with the succubus will form a bond. But let's talk about the semen part. Like, as a man, y'all, that's why I said y'all can't just be out here fucking everything that look good. We're gonna talk about this some more, cause your semen is like is your life force. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you're not even really supposed to release. You're supposed to practice semen reduction, because every time you release semen, you weakening your bone marrow. You know what I'm saying? And your bone marrow is nothing but your bones. You know what I'm saying? And that affects you in the long run. And anybody that don't know about bone marrow can tell you that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's where that whole wet dream part come from. These succubus, they need semen to survive. And repeated sexual activity with the succubus will result in a bond being formed between the succubus and the man. So once you're doing it repeatedly, that bond is being formed. Okay, in this last sentence it say, in modern representations, a succubus is often, let me let y'all look at it. In modern representations, a succubus is often depicted as a beautiful seductress or enchantress, rather than a demonic or frightening. The male counterpart to the succubus is in the incubus. And the incubus is just a demon behind them. So let me break that down. Let me break that down, just in case you didn't get that. So it's like a two-way attraction. You know what I'm saying? One, you getting attracted by her looks. You know, they say she don't look frightening. She don't look demonic or like a demon. You know, so you see this beautiful lady, you're not even aware. You know, and what you attracted to, the incubus, what's within. You know what I'm saying? She, like I said, it's the succubus, but you attracted the male counterpart is attracted to the incubus. So that's within. The demon is within her. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all look at it right here. The incubus is a demon in male form in folklore that seeks to have sexual intercourse with sleeping women. So like I said, oh, my bad, y'all. Like I said, it go both ways, y'all. It ain't just for men and women. I mean, it ain't just for men. They got it for. Come on now. It's sick shit. Sick shit. Yeah. So like I said, the male counterpart to the succubus is the incubus. My bad, I said that wrong the first time, y'all. So the incubus is really just the male form of the demon. And I like to have sex with sleeping women. So it's just vice versa. I might have said that wrong, y'all, but my bad, y'all. You hear me? Some of these I ain't, just breaking this shit down. Some of these I ain't read all the way through. I'm just pointing shit out though. But the whole point of the succubus is to point out there is what you call what we call sex demons. Okay. So let's go to the next one. Well, first before we go to the next one, y'all need to see what it is. The succubus. Like I said, it ain't gonna look like that, y'all. Like I said, it's gonna be a beautiful woman, you know, nothing demonic looking. You know, something like that. But more on the beauty side, some that'll lure you to her, or vice versa. So that's what a succubus is, a sex demon. Alright? So you waking up with these symptoms, check yourself in the astrals, man, see what's going on. Like our dreams, what they call them, or our astral projections, play a big role in this reality, you know? Because if y'all know about phases of matter, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. It's always spiritual. Then it comes down to like the material aspect. So dreams are like on that spiritual level. You know what I'm saying? Not these vessels. Some we go to other planets too, where you have different other vessels too. So let's get that understood too. That's something else. Let's go to the next one. All right. All right.
Langsuer.
Lang CR. Lang CR. I'll let y'all look at it. I had to get this wood fired up. You know what I'm saying? Lang CR. So here it go. My bad, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see. Lang CR. Let's say it one more time.
Langsuer.
Lang CR. Okay, cool. Now let's get a picture of it before we dive into what it is. Let's get a picture of it. Lang CR. Lang CR. Probably saying it wrong. So this is basically what we looking at right here. See it with the kind of big head, long arms. But it get deep, y'all. Let's talk about it. Lang CR. I'm probably saying it wrong, y'all. Let's look at it again. Let's pronounce it one more time for y'all.
Langsuer.
Lang CR. Another Uber. Let's take another ride on one of these Ubers. This is all we doing. You know, we riding in a real Uber today, y'all. Y'all ain't on them Ubers. Y'all riding to work and Uber Eats and shit. We riding in the real Uber today, y'all. If you miss your stop, my bad. Might have to let you out on the next one if you got somewhere else to be. You know what I'm saying? We going on tour right now talking about these other Uber rides and these vampires and witches and demons. Long sure. Yeah, like I said, y'all, we on the real Uber today, y'all. Let's talk about it, y'all. Okay. Langshore is a type of vampire, which is the ghost of a woman. So again, here you go, y'all. Again, it's a ghost. What's a ghost? It's nothing but a spirit. You know, most of your vampires, they ain't what you, like I say, what you see in the movies. Now you got some like them, but it go hand in hand. It go hand in hand. We talking about these demonic forces. The sun might be cooking my laptop, y'all. I ain't gonna cap. But we gonna make it through this live, y'all. We might have to do a part two. I don't know. Langsior is a type of vampire which is the ghost of a woman who died while pregnant or giving birth. Langsiors are a different type. Hold on, that was the important part right there. So that's what they are. The ghost or We know what ghosts are: spirits, ghosts of women who died while pregnant or giving birth. So we know some women out there that have been through that, because one, they got us having our babies the wrong way, our children, our star seeds. Women ain't supposed to be laying on their back having no babies, and I'm gonna just say that. But that's where these spirits come from, which are ghosts or spirits of women. Let me let y'all see it, cause we on Wiki with it. That's what they saying, y'all. And you ain't gotta read this. You can go within and find anything you want to know. Oh, hold on. We might have to move in the shade too, y'all. I don't want this motherfucker to cook. Which is a ghost of a woman. He say Langshore is a type of vampire which is the ghost of a woman who died while pregnant or giving birth. He said they take on the form of a beautiful woman with long black hair that reaches her ankles, although they may take form of a floating woman's head. So some of y'all might have seen this in y'all astral travels or dreams, from which entrails in a spinal column hang, thus similar in appearance and a pena. Y'all know what that word is. But we know what the Langsur, whatever you want to call it, we know what they are. Just a spirit or a soul of a woman who died while pregnant or giving birth. You know what I'm saying? And like this real shit. On all of them, they ain't gonna tell you this. Like modern encounters in 2013 villages, they reporting this shit. Like this shit is being seen. You know what I'm saying? In the time we in, like the frequency going back up. Let me say that first. But you know what I'm saying? When you go back in history and they talking about all these things that being seen, like the planet was on a whole different frequency then. We was on a different frequency, so we was able to see certain shit, like certain shit we looking up right now. Some of us still see it to this day. You know what I'm saying? All right, but now we know what she look like. We know what that is. Lang Sur. Lang Sur. Let's go to the next one, y'all. Talamore. See if I'm saying it right. Let me let her say it. Speech.
Talamore.
Talamura. Talamura. And he's basically like a human being vampire, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all get an image. But that's what we doing, y'all. That's what we doing. Let's read it, then get an image, y'all. Talamura. It's the next one on the list. Okay. Talamura is a vampire legend of the Banks Islands, Vanuatu, located in South Pacific. I might have said that one wrong. If you know, you know. But anyway, it's located in the South Pacific. A Talamura was a type of vampire who controlled the ghost of a dead person. Now that was key. You know what I'm saying? And we still talking about vampires, these ubers, these witches, right? So basically, what they saying is it's a person controlling these ghosts. Like I just told y'all, you got people controlling these forces. Like some of these forces, they on their own mission. They got, you know, whatever they got going on, duality, you know. But you got some people controlling this shit, and we can do the same thing for the better, you know. And some of our practices, and this how you know it's them, y'all, cause like most of us that do practice religion shit, even if y'all own it, most of us we praying for the better, y'all. Let's just be honest. Whatever God you praying to.